In this video, I will be reviewing how to store geodetic positions in Microsurvey CAD 2018 using decimal degrees and degrees, minutes, seconds as the input. So I've just created a new drawing, and I'm going to open up my job defaults. And for the first example, I will use azimuths in degrees, minutes, seconds. And the next thing that you'll need to do is set the coordinate system. So here you'll need to browse to the coordinate system that you're wanting these geodetic positions to be converted to. And I will select UTM zones NAT 83 and zone 11. I'm just going to hit OK. And I'll just OK out of that. Next, you'll want to go to the points ribbon, and in the store group here you'll see store and edit points, and you'll want to click on the arrow here for the pull down options, and you'll see store and edit geodetic positions. Here you can just confirm the coordinate system that you're wanting to use, and I can enter in a lat long or a latitude in degrees, minutes, seconds here. I'll just use 49 degrees, 52 minutes, 55 seconds, and a longitude of 119, 28 minutes, 40 seconds. And that is a west direction. And here you can see that it will compute a northing and easting value for you from the lat and longitude values that you have inputted, so you can perform a check before you store the position. So if everything looks good, you can hit OK, and that will store the position using degrees, minutes, seconds as the input. I'm just going to cancel out of this, and say you wanted to input it as decimal degrees. And to do that, you'll need to go back into your job defaults and change the direction settings to azimuth decimal degrees. Then you can go back into the points ribbon and prompt the store and edit geodetic position command and confirm your coordinate system once again. Confirm the point ID, and you can start entering in a latitude using decimal degree format. So 49, 88, 21, 14 degrees, and a longitude of 119, 47, 78, 29 degrees west. And this will also compute a northing easting value using the decimal degree values that you have inputted in the boxes there. And if this all looks good, then you can hit OK, and it will store the point. I'll just zoom to extents so you guys can see point 1 and 2. They are over top of each other since I did use the same lat long positions, so this looks fine for how it is. If you are wanting to label these points, you can go to the MS Annotate ribbon, and in the labels group here there's label point, and you'll want to hit on the pull down here, and you'll see add lat/long label for a point. And if we just choose on this, since my configuration settings right now are set at in decimal degrees, and once you prompt the label or add labels to latitude, longitude points, it brings up the labeling defaults box here, and you can confirm the coordinate system once again, and it'll ask you if your latitude is positive north or positive south, and if the longitude is positive east or positive west. I'll just leave my configuration as it is. Here you can specify the precision that you'd like the labels to be set at, and you can change these to what you need them to be. And I'm just going to leave my settings as is, and I'm just going to hit OK, and it'll prompt you to select point, and I'll just have to turn on my node snap here. And if I snap to the node of, it'll just ask for an insertion point, and I'll just label this down here. And there you can see that it labels it using decimal degrees. But if I wanted to label it in degrees, minutes, seconds format, I'd have to go back into MS Tools and back into your job defaults, and you'd have to change the directions to azimuth, degrees, minutes, seconds. Once I've done that, I can just hit OK and go back to the MS Annotate and go back to the labels group and hit the add lat long label for a point. And I will just leave these configuration settings as they were, which is just the same as what I just did. And if I hit OK, snap to a node, and I'll just insert these up top here, and we can label that. And as you can see, once I have changed my direction settings, that will dictate what format my labels are set to. Thanks for taking interest in this video, and I hope this helps.